see you. I have been on a whirlwind tour, so it's just nice to be on the call to see all the familiar faces. And real quick, let's rock and roll. Get your notepads out. Get a pen and paper out. Think from a coach's perspective. Think bite-sized moments here. These are going to be like little bite-sized opportunities you're going to get in this conversation with Miss Cheryl Garcia, $200,000 ring earner, millionaire club member, just crushing it out there in the marketplace. I love Cheryl. I love working with Cheryl. She's tireless in her understanding. She's tireless in her, since it's the Olympic time, since it's the Olympics, I'm going to say run for the gold. She's always running strong and running hard. And the company, you talk about Riviera Maya, you talk about the different incentives and bonuses and things. The company comes up. The company is always putting little incentives out there for you and I. The market is putting opportunities and incentives out there for you and I. The news cycle is putting opportunities and benefits out there for you and I. Current events put, opportunities out there for you and I. Daily stories. I mean, I just kind of, and I'm going to parlay this into what Cheryl is going to talk about. But there's, anytime we get involved with anything, maybe outside of just some quiet time we might have, is an opportunity for us to market our services, to protect families, to give peace of mind to the world, to even have the recruiting opportunities. And so when I talk about company opportunities or market opportunities, August is National Make a Will Month. This is a market opportunity outside Legal Shield that is an opportunity for you and I. So think about it from this perspective. This isn't you. This isn't Legal Shield promoting National Make a Will Month. This is, I don't even know who maybe started this National Make a Will Month. Cheryl's kind of giggling. She might know, but it's kind of like, Veterans Day or all the other things that we see, Martin Luther King Day, or
we'll take it.
We'll
take it.
We'll take it. Well, absolutely, we'll take it. So think about this. Prospecting. You now have an opportunity in August with National Make a Will Month to add to your prospecting, the ability to pick up the phone and say, hey, were you aware of National Make a Will Month? When was the last time you updated your will? If I could show you a way to save you a couple $1,000s and have your will done immediately, would you be interested? Would you like to know more? So again, these are just bite-sized moments. Member follow-up. What an opportunity to follow up with your members. A 10% increase in your retention is a 35% increase in your net income. So you increase retention 10%, your income goes up 35%. This is an opportunity to engage people who haven't got their will done with National Make a Will Month and help them to do that. Okay. And we all know what happens. They use their will, they get that value, they're not going to cancel their membership. Just general follow-up. But what about referrals to the power of three? What about all these people that have maybe said, no, not today? Follow up with me at any time. The door's open. This is a chance to follow up. This is a chance to do referrals to the power of three. I know you liked what we saw, Priscilla. And I know that it wasn't available, or you weren't ready to buy the membership today. Who do you know? Who do you know that doesn't have their will done? This is National Make a Will Month, and we can save individuals $2,000-$3,000. Who do you know that might like to have that savings, that peace of mind and protection by having their will done? So anyhow, there's no better person in the world than Miss Cheryl Garcia to just kind of highlight how she takes advantage of this. Any prospecting or selling tips, Cheryl, you might have. And if we got some time, we'll get a few questions in here. But Cheryl, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. And we'll let you take it over.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. You just did my presentation. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody does probably need to make me a co-host. Oh, no, they don't. Okay, here we go. All right. I got it. Okay, one moment. Okay. As Mr. Hoffman said, my name is Cheryl Garcia. I'm out of Colorado, And again, what we want to do tonight is we want to open up and start thinking about what are the activities that we can do for August is National Make a Will Month. And so we want to look at how we can promote that. We're going to be looking at ideas tonight. And so let's get started. So the first thing, here's a question is, when did you last update your will? So according to this survey, 50% of us on this webinar right now, you have not got your will done. Okay, well, this is a good time to do it. Because what happens when you do your will is you really understand the process, how easy, how affordable it is, and what happens with that. And so when you're also talking to people, it's not, do you have a will? It's when was the last time you updated your will? Because if you ask somebody, do you have a will? They're going to say yes, because they're embarrassed that they don't have their will yet. But when you say, when was the last time you updated your will? Oh, they'll kind of laugh or be, you know, well, I don't really have a will. So think about everybody that you know, everyone that you're encountering, half of those people, and honestly, it's more than 50%. I would say 80, more than 80% of people that you'll run into, that you'll see, they don't have their wills done. And so as we go through this, if you have any other ideas, or you've had situations where something else worked for you, or you have questions, just throw those in the chat. We'll do those at the end. So again, why Legal Shield? It's easy and affordable. Now, you know, we always tell everybody it takes 5 business days or less. So you really have to, again, know the process. So once the law firm gets the information, gets your personal information, then they will have 5 days to draft your will. Once they draft your will, they will send it to you. You can make revisions in 30 days. So we have to be a little careful on that number. So you can explain that to them, but it's much easier than, as it says, hiring a lawyer and you're waiting for them to call you back, or you get an appointment. And then you get access to the provider law firm. And then the other one is, of course, you're taking chances. You don't really know what's going to happen. And it's included. This is $1,000 value, $1,200. In our state, in Colorado, each will package is worth $750. So that is a great value that you're bringing to your members at no additional cost. I will tell people, if you just get your will done, we've already saved you hundreds, if not $1,000 to pay for this. So this, it says $26.95. I don't know why it says that, but $29.95, the $29.95 a month can be your will payment plan. So that's better than dishing out $2,000 to $3,000 to do that. And then your annual will updates are included at no extra charge. Plus, you want to make sure that you're checking in with your law firm. And so you do have the consultation. And, you know, what I tell people is grab a will questionnaire, set your kitchen timer for 20 minutes, go through, fill it out. Any questions you have, write it in the margins. Call your law firm, talk to your attorney. Call your attorney, talk to them about your goals. You know, some people will watch this Susie girl on TV and they go, oh, everybody's got to have, everybody's got to have a trust. Well, that's not true. So that's why I said, well, you need to check with your attorney to find out what's going to fit best for your goals, for you and your family. Now I'm going to go through a bunch of activities. So as Mr. Hoffman said, I hope you got a notebook going, or you want to take a picture of this calendar, or you have a calendar, because I'm gonna go through several activities, several resources that are available to you. And you may go, wow, I cannot do all of that, which I kind of felt that way when I was putting this together. So just pick 1 or 2 activities that you can continuously promote throughout the month, because we have the whole month. It's Make a Will Month, August, okay? So these are the different ideas that we're going to go through tonight. We already talked about make a plan. You could send out, everybody has a new website now, August 1. So you could talk about launching your new website. I'm going to show you where the blogs are on your website. You also have Prospect. You can do a PDF where you can make a customized flyer. So if you're going to a networking event, someplace that you can hand out information, have that with you. I'll also show you where you can find the list of all of the webinars nationally, email templates, chamber leads groups, put it in your introduction. Last Friday, I had my chamber leads group, and that's what I started off with. Happy August. It's Make Your Will Month. And then I say, well, no one has to answer this, but when was the last time that you updated your will? Because we've made it easy and affordable. And then I passed out one of the flyers for them. And any group, I'm not talking about an employer group, but I'm talking about any group that you're part of, any group that you're going to, be prepared. Have some flyers printed out. There's all different ways that you can promote remember, we're promoting you. We're promoting your website. We're promoting your business, not LegalShield.com. And then I'm also going to show you some swag that I use in August, which is a letter opener. All right, so some of you know Linda Masoli out of California. I saw this on Facebook this weekend where she talked about, this is my website. My new website got launched. And so she also included it in about getting your will done. It's already included in your legal plan. So that's something that you can do for social media. Now there's several different social media resources available. So you may want to, on your calendar, pick out certain days that you're going to be doing something on social media. And remember, it's not all about social media. It's about the one-on-one. It's about the phone call. It's about having coffee, especially when you're talking about getting your wills done. And hey, it's back to school. What a great time to check this off your adult to-do list, right? Okay, so now we have blogs. So this is your new website address effective August 1. The old one that says wearelegalshield.com, which always sounded like a cheer in a high school, right? Wearelegalshield.com. That will still be, it'll be redirected till 2025. So, you have some time, but let's do it now. But if you have business cards and stuff, don't go out and buy a bunch of new business cards. Use what you have for that. But anyways, when you go to your website, at the top, there's a tab that says resources. When you click on the tab, there's a drop down and there's a blog. And then you can see all the blogs now on this website are arranged by topic. And a lot of those topics were in the old one, but they've updated them. And then utilize the link for that blog, because that's going to be redirected back to your website. So maybe what I do is I send out once a week. On Wednesday, I send out a social media blog, which I take off of my website. So I put it on Facebook, I put it on LinkedIn. So this is an example. I'm here at my website, and mine is bloomcita.legalshieldassociate.com. And then you'll see here at the top, you go over to where it says resources. You click on resources, then click on blog, and then a bunch of articles and blogs are going to appear. So here's the estate planning, myths and mysteries you should know, July of 2024. Then you're going to go to the top of your website and copy that URL. Or what you do right down at the bottom, you click on Facebook, it's going to go right to your Facebook, post on your Facebook. Or you do the LinkedIn, it's going to post on your LinkedIn. And then if somebody clicks on this link, it's going to go to your website where they're going to read about that. So they go to your website and that's where they're going to read about the blog. So there's lots of blogs there that you can use. Now, I don't really use Prospect a lot in prospecting for associates. However, there are lots of 15 media shares on Prospect about getting your will done. Some are 30 seconds, some are 2 minutes. I think the longest one I saw was about oh wait, no, there's one that's a little bit longer, 6 minutes to 20 minutes, no longer than 20 minutes. But again, you're not going to send these out like, I'm going to send out 5 today. No, think about your calendar. Maybe you can send out one Tuesday and Thursday or Wednesday on the weekend. There's different times that you can send these out. So for example, if you look at the third one from the bottom, what happens to my children if I die without a will? Now, my 2 nephews who I've been bugging forever will be getting this tomorrow in a text, because that's the only thing that they look at are their texts. So I'll send them a text with the link from Prospect, because when you go into Prospect, you can copy the link and then send it to somebody, or you can click on Facebook, click on LinkedIn, and it's already going to have a message that goes into your clipboard that once you get to the Facebook page, you can paste that in and change it a little bit if you want, so that it's more of your personality. So Prospect, once you go in there, you have a lot of them available that you can start sending out to people. Now, again, as Mr. Hoffman said, we can use this for prospective members and also prospective associates. Like, this is a great service that we offer and we help save money. If you're talking to a financial planner, wouldn't you want your clients to save money on getting their wills done so they can invest more money with you? And who would be crazy enough to say, oh, no, I don't want to do that, right? Okay, so then you can also look at customized flyers. So lsengage.com, you go to the resource tab, go to the network tab, scroll down to where it says Legal Shield and ID Shield, and these are all mixed in with, there's not a special will category in LS Engage, not that I could find. If somebody knows, let us know. So these are the different PDFs that you can print out, that you can customize with your information and print it out. And of course, let's, do the color printing. Let's make it professional. Maybe you need to, go over to Office Max and print 20 out for that. Now, the will questionnaire overview presentation, it's a PDF, but it's more like a PowerPoint presentation where it just walks you through the questionnaire. It's maybe 10 or 12 slides. If you decide to use that with anyone, whether it's your friends, your family, and you're walking through that, or maybe you've gathered a group of people from your apartment complex, and because, hey, it's National Will Month, come on over and have some adult refreshments. And I'll show you this information. You always want to make sure to let them know you're not an attorney. So, because sometimes people will start asking you personal questions about that. Here's a customized flyer that I made. Now, this flyer came from the Business Solutions newsletter. And so in Colorado, our law firm has set up 2 webinars because last year we did one and it was, in my eyes, a nightmare. We had 500 people register. So we have divided it out so it's not so many people and it's more manageable for that. And then, of course, this is one of my discount programs that I have. So depending on if your solutions are networking, in networking, you have those listed in LS Engage. And then if you get the Business Solutions newsletter, there is a whole section or paragraph that has lots of different ideas that you can use for your newsletters. Okay, let's find a will webinar. There are so many will webinars that are happening right now. So you can see that this one is Wednesday night. Chat with the pros. Some of you may have seen on Facebook that, you know, hey, Darnell's doing it. I think he's just, not just, I think he's the host of that. Make a Will. For that, I know last year there were different platinums. They had several of them every week. This is the only one that I know of. And so this is an example of what an associate put on Facebook about, you know, it is National Make a Will Month. So it's kind of interesting. This is what she put on the Facebook page. So, and then she has her information again at the bottom. All right. So then, where are the will webinars in August by the provider law firm? So in Colorado, these are our 2 sessions. Now, you can get all the other states by going to this. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, do you see Make a Will Month? Robert, yes or no? You're on top. Yes, Brenda, you see that. Okay, this is the corporate website. So this is where you, same like ours, you go to resources, you go to a blog, and then it says down here, Make a Will Month provider. Okay, so do not use this link at the top up here. Don't send anybody that, because what happens is that goes back to corporate. And but what you can do is go down here and you can just copy this and send it to somebody, or maybe like, okay, so like my nephews, I sent this to them over the weekend. They're in Wisconsin. And so what I did is I just copied the Wisconsin information and then I sent him a text with this information. Now, this webinar that Faulkner, Judd, and the other guy, it's August 15th and it's open to anyone. In Colorado, to attend a will webinar, you have to be a member. So that's something you need to check out with your law firm, is how they are doing that. Okay, why did I do that? Okay, now let's see, one moment. Okay, we're right there. Now, do you see that will webinars on August by provider law firms?
Yep.
Okay, cool. We're back to the PowerPoint. Yay. All right. Now, if you are working with your law firm and you want to set up a will webinar with your law firm, there's actually more than 6 steps, but I just gave you kind of an example of what you need to do that. If you need the entire list of steps, you can email me. I had sent Trish an email to see if we could get this on Shield Nation, maybe under resources or documents, to put that in for that. So most law firms, again, you have to check with the law firm, require you to fill out a corporate form requesting the law firm. And so that's kind of where it starts. Now you can use all those other ones that we just went through, because those are already set up. But if you want to set one up with your law firm, you didn't see it on the list, or you want another one, you would need to check with your law firm, see if they request that from the corporate office, and then that would be the steps that you would need to take. Now, every Friday, Shield Nation to Dynamic Women, every Friday they do this will webinar. Teresa Johnson and Sheila Bird provide that for you, and it's a great introduction to it. It's live. It's every Friday. So thank you both for doing that for us. And then again, we want to make getting your will done easy and affordable. So sometimes, so one of the things as you do your will is our law firm in Colorado prefers the will paper questionnaire, because what happens in the app is that not all the information is captured. So now they're playing phone tag back and forth, but it is very convenient. So you might, with you, check with what works for you and what's working for your law firm. Now, I did make a bit.ly link and it goes to the fillable will form. So it just goes right to the form that they can download and they can start filling it out. So it just goes through the will questionnaire here and they can start filling this out. Hopefully you could see that. Okay, we did that, we did that. All right, and then easy and affordable. And then this is what I do every August is I pass these out, which are a letter opener. So you may want to see if you can get with somebody that does, you know, somebody in the chamber that does swag for you. Or again, we are promoting our business. We are promoting us as business owners, offering Legal Shield and ID Shield to families, to businesses, and to employee benefits. So just an idea. And again, so think about what are your steps? How are you going to make a plan? What are you going to do this month to take advantage of all these resources that we have? And again, pick one or two things that are going to work. You know, if you got like, I have I'm part of the Wheat Ridge Business Association. And that's a breakfast meeting on Tuesday, August 13th. And I have 5 minutes as a president level. And so I'm going to just talk about getting your will done for 5 minutes because a lot of people, 50%, 80% of that room won't have their wills done. And now they can get it done easy and affordable. So thank you for your time. I haven't even looked at the chat. Would you like me to do that, Mr. Hoffman?
I've been, Cheryl, I've been peeking at it. Jim Riley had a comment, but he found what he was looking for. Jane says, thank you, Cheryl. What phenomenal information. You know, so no reason to go there. I was going to piggyback Jane as well. Guys, this is recorded. There's so much great material here. Cheryl, it's fantastic. Cheryl, let me piggyback a few things for everybody. Pull your letter opener back open, if you would. Right here. Ladies and gentlemen, take a quick look, please. Cheryl said it. I'm going to say it 100 times over. I've already said it 100 times. Brand you, brand you, brand you. Do you see Legal Shield on here anywhere? Do you see identity theft on here anywhere? No, no, no. Cheryl, if you can, go back to your Denver Metro one, okay? She took the flyer and she put that out with the Denver Metro link, okay? I'm going to take it a step further with her. She has Legal Shield on here. That's okay. But I also would make sure that you are branding yourself as National Sales Director. You know, from a contact perspective, you can see where she has West Metro Chamber discount program to enroll. So, you know, she has that. It's in big print. That's where you go to enroll. You know, I mean, if it were me, I might even be hesitant about Legal Shield right there in the upper left-hand corner. It's professional. It looks good. I understand it. I just don't want the 2,000 people I prospect every year. If 1,000 buy and 1,000 are still thinking, I don't want them going to Legal Shield Corporate. I want them coming back to me. I want them coming back to you. So brand you.
So I do want to make one comment
Go ahead.
about, you know, when you look at a nice, some of you probably already went there to CherylGarcia.com. So that is my own website, but you could do CherylGarcia.com and redirect it to LegalShieldAssociate.com. So you don't have to go, I don't want you to duplicate what I did as far as, you know, oh, I got to go make my own website. No, the point here is that it is melvinturner.com. And when you click on Melvin Turner, it goes to LegalShieldAssociate.com. And so you go to GoDaddy, you are wherever, and buy your name and start using that. Start using your name. So I wanted to kind of clarify that part.
Well, that's big that's great clarification. It's easy, it's simple, it works. And Cheryl, that's thank you for that. Cheryl talked about prospects. She talked about your personal website. All of these give us opportunities for tools to assist, tools to help, tools to expose. Okay, tools, tools, tools. I'll be quiet. Ron Chambers, fire away.
Hey, buddy, thank you. Hi, Cheryl. Great job tonight. Thank you so much. I
Good to
put it
see you
in
in
the
Jamaica.
chat. I don't know if you can share your PowerPoint. There's so much good stuff there that we could utilize if you wouldn't mind. If you can't, I took a bunch of pictures, but
It'll be on Shield Nation website. It's recorded. It'll be there for the rest of the year.
okay, thank you. That's not what I wanted to ask. That was my bonus.
Okay.
John, you've always encouraged us to promote ourselves. And I just want everybody to think about this from a business owner's perspective. I, Cheryl, John, Katie, whoever, we are members of our local chambers of commerce. We pay those dues. We invest money in, sponsoring a luncheon or a breakfast or whatever it might be. Legal Shield does not kick any money into that. So from a business owner's perspective, and this is not to slam them, how can they support however many associates there are, tens of thousands of them, I get it. But the point is that we are individual business owners, each one of us. And so if we're investing money in that chamber, we want that opportunity to come to us directly. So I appreciate that you keep reminding us of that, John, to brand ourselves. Thank you very much.
Yep. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate you. Katie Huff. Mortensen. I messed that up.
That's okay. You got 2/3 of it. Now you got all of it. What I was going to say is I would encourage everyone to look in all of your members that you have and send a letter to them, a personal letter to them, telling them about this being the month to get their wills done. What I did today is went to every one of my groups, which is over 200 groups plus, and sent it to that contact person to make sure that she got a month of August is get your will done. And like this, Cheryl has create something like this and send it to the groups that you have, but also send it to your members, and then tell them if they have family members that they know that don't have a will done, to please be referred to them so you can help them get their wills and their estate planning in order. So this is an incredible month, and Cheryl did a stellar job, as she always does, with all the details. But I would just encourage you to make a plan now. It's only the 5th, and get to the business owners, get to the individuals that are your members, and invite them to share this with their friends and family, so you can create this month to be a great month of protecting the families and your existing groups that you have.
And that's what's great about the will webinars, is that
Yes,
that's what you can send to your members.
exactly.
Another value add, get your wills done. I actually have 2 data sets. One is my membership base and one is my potential membership base. And so the potential one is, well, if you want to attend this will webinar, you need to become a member. You need to enroll. And then I have a third group where it's all my HR people. And so it's sending out, and I put at the top, share with all of your employees, because sometimes they go, oh, I'm just going to share it with whoever enrolled. No, share it with all of your employees for that. And then also it's your prospecting. If you're prospecting groups, that's another great way, is to say, this is a value add that we bring to your company. I just met with a credit union today, and they're like, yeah, this is good because of the will. They want to offer that to their employees and to their members. So
good stuff. Okay.
Hey,
Hold on. We've gone over here. Was there one other quick question?
It wasn't a question. I was going to just share a letter that I sent out, but Cheryl's done a great job, and it's probably overload. But anyway.
Okay. All right, Teresa, before we come to you to wrap things up here real quick, I want to leave you guys with this. So get your notepad out. When it comes to objections, when it comes to naysayers, when it comes to, well, what if this? When it comes to, oh, my cousin said it didn't work. When it comes to the garbage that the world wants to throw our way, I want you to calculate this out for just a second. And Cheryl did a good job with it, but I'm going to break it down a little bit further. $29.95 times 12 months is $359. So $359 a year is what you would pay for all these benefits. There's a $1,200 value alone, and I believe that's understated. There's a $1,200 value alone in just getting your will done. So if you take $359 times 3 years, that's $1,077. So I would say to the person, I tell you what, let's put this contract in force with you. Let's get your will done. It's paid for up to 3 years. If in the next 3 years there isn't any other services that you find valuable, then feel free to cancel. But here's your way to show immense value. More importantly, since we want all of you guys in the Riviera Maya, and we want to see you guys on all the trips since we had such a great time in Jamaica. Cheryl had everybody in trouble for 4 days. So
Yes, I agree.
you should have been there to see it. Katie was helping her out. Anyhow, since we want all of us together on these trips, this is a great way to jumpstart Performance Club. Ron, it was great seeing you. Cheryl, Katie, it was great seeing you guys. We had such a great time. Use this right now in the month of August to jumpstart your Performance Club so we're all qualifying together. Cheryl, thanks so much for your leadership, what you do. You're fantastic, dear. Teresa Berlin, why don't you wrap us up and we'll close it out.
Okay, and before I wrap it up, can I share a quick story about the will?
Yeah,
Can I
fire
take a
away.
couple
Let's wrap it up.
Okay. Yeah, this was amazing. Thank you so much. And I want to share my story that I've signed up members and said you need to get your will done over the years, and I didn't have my will done. And finally, I have a daughter and she's just turned 8. A couple years ago, I finally got my will done. And it changed my whole perspective. After I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to help more people do it. And how I did it was actually through the app. In Oregon, they said the app is all working now. And so I actually I remember I was like 4 a.m. I went on the app and just filled it out. And I know you can save it as you go. But it was so awesome. I filled it out on the app. They called me back, answered all my questions, and I had such a great experience. I'm now going to help a lot of my members go and do theirs with the app. If I don't know about all you, but it worked in Oregon. It was awesome. So I just want to throw that in. This was incredible. Thank you so much. I'm going to take this and run with it for the Make a Will month.
All
And
right.
everyone, let's get our Performance Club done and recruit 2 by the 21st. Awesome call. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Okay,
Nighty
thank you.
night. Have a
Thank
good
you,
week.
thank you.
Good night.
Good night.